This is an ongoing issue we're having with the Swift window rubber specifically on the front windows. It doesn't matter how good the construction is, which I think is very good on the Swift. If the window rubbers aren't actually attached to the window frame, it's going to let water into the Caravan. Now this is a classic example. The Caravan's a couple of years old. It's already had the sunroof changed, and now we've got a separate problem. So as we can see, if we zoom in, now that window rubber hasn't adhered to the Caravan itself, so the water can get through. Now further up it has. You can't pick that window rubber up, and it takes quite a bit to do. You can obviously see I've gone overboard a little bit there because we've got to replace it anyway. But if we have a look on the other side, it's stuck. So the water can't get through that because it's a physical barrier of the sealant that's actually adhered to the window rubber and also to the front of the Caravan. So the result of the water being able to get through the window rubber is obviously, if we have a look inside the Caravan, you can probably just about see, which we'll show you a little bit closer in a second, the water ingress coming down the front there. Now that is spongy, so that shelf needs to be replaced because obviously the water's come down and it's sat on that shelf, and it's created a problem because the water's been sat there, so it's got ingress into that shelf, so it needs replacing. So if we pick up the window rubber itself, which is easier said than done because it's actually all wet, it's actually very difficult for me to get hold of because it was soaking wet. Now you can see the water running down the wall there. Now obviously that's not good, and if it's sat there over a period of time and you're not at the Caravan, you're not going to see that, and unfortunately the customer was completely unaware of this. That is soaking wet under there, and it's because the window rubber hasn't adhered to the outside of the Caravan for whatever reason. Now the problem is we've replaced window rubber before direct from Swift, and unfortunately it's done exactly the same thing. We've used the Prep-M, and also we've now got a specific chemical that we key the plastic up with, so that hopefully the glue can actually stick to the side of the Caravan a little bit better. So just to show you again while I waffle on a little bit, it is a problem that we're seeing fairly often, and as you can see, the water gets behind the sealant that actually attaches to the front of the Caravan panel, and as the water gets underneath it, it only makes it worse. So you can see the difference there. That is not adhered, and the other side is. It's a little bit better all the way, further up we go, but unfortunately in the place it matters, it isn't very good, and it's let water into the Caravan. So just to recap, this is what you need to do: is open up your windows, and you can obviously then see the window rubber, and grab hold of the corners or the sides and just give it a gentle tug to see if it is still adhered to the front panel. And that's all you need to do. Just go around. It doesn't hurt to do the side ones, but it's not normally a problem there. And obviously then keep an eye on the interiors and make sure that front shelf isn't showing any signs of water ingress as well.